Hey everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I blog at stampingmom.com. I'm a demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi everybody.
How are you guys? Chris is here, and Shirley, and Nancy. I wonder where Bev is. She must be out in Florida having fun tonight. Well, we are so glad you are here. It is beautiful in Iowa today. We just went for a long walk outside. It's like spring is here, don't you think, Steve?
It is. And you know, here's what happens. Beth always says, hey, you want to go for a walk? And I'm like, I think I have other things to do. So she basically drags me out there, and then I really enjoy it. So like most things in my life, my wife is right. I should just listen to her.
Well, Shirley is still in Arizona. Don't come back yet. It could get bad again, Shirley.
Storm this weekend.
You need to wait a while. We are going to make a fun card today, you guys. It's super easy. I love making easy cards that are beautiful. Your recipient feels cared for. You didn't have to spend 3 hours making the card. But this one, I didn't see it anywhere, so I don't know if other people do it or not. I'd like to think it's original, but who knows? Are any cards really original? Karen, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so for this one, you use the Nested Essentials. How many of you hope Nested Essentials are in the new annual catalog? You know, normally Steve and I would be on our way to On Stage right now, and we did not get in this year. And there's Bridget. She's going to On Stage. Yay. I can't wait to hear all about it. So I'm having a little bit of FOMO. Any of you that are demonstrators, if you don't go to On Stage, it's hard. I mean, I never understood because I went to most of them, honestly. It's hard to stay home and feel like you're missing out. Do you feel like you're missing out?
No.
Last year, Steve made fudge and made so many friends. I'm sorry,
It was fun. I do have to admit, it was fun seeing all those people, and they were also nice.
Everyone was nice to you because there is one man there for every 1,000 women. So they're like
pretty good
a
odds.
Nice man that will talk to me. So Steve it was awesome. Sherry's here, and Sandra, Bridget, and Kay. We are so glad you guys are here.
Miss Kay. Sorry I didn't chat at you yet, Kay.
Okay, so for this card, you're going to use the two biggest Nested Essentials. So what I was saying is, I hope it doesn't retire, because the annual catalog, demonstrators not at On Stage, we get to see it. Is next Monday the 13th or the 17th? I'll just make up days.
Next Monday's the 17th because it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yay!
You've already got your shirt on.
I'm ready for St. Patrick's Day. But this is one of the dies I super hope we will see in the annual catalog or On Stage. Is it your favorite, Sherry? It's just so useful. Another thing I used on this card is Unbounded Love. It has great sentiments, and this looks messy when I open it, but I do keep them all together. My magnets aren't quite strong enough. But look at all these.
That's a lot.
For sentiment cutouts. Again, another set that I hope stays in. My butterflies came from the Beautiful Butterflies. It's got to stay in because it was new in the mini catalog. And then the Wildflower birthday paper. This is all I have left of the paper. And then I have these die cuts. So I cut out all my die cuts. Look at this. There's cute banners in here. Look at this banner in particular. Isn't this sweet? And there's cupcakes and balloons and just all kinds of things. So this is kind of a trend. Stampin' Up! Has started having the die cuts that go with the DSP, and I think I'm a fan of that. What do you guys think?
So that's instead of having to die cut out your DSP? It's
it's cute pictures, yes. Hey, Patty's on. Hello, Patty in Texas. Okay, so before we get started, I wanted to show you my next stamp camp, May 3rd, is Lovely as a Garden. It uses the Thankful Garden bundle and everything in the suite. Here's the first card. Here's the first card I made with it. These embellishments are from the suite, and look at this beautiful paper. So that is super fun. And that leaf is stamped from the set. And I started playing with it this weekend. I did embossing paste. I colored embossing paste. And then I need to save, you know, there's a learning curve to some of these things, right? And so I did a bunch of stuff, a bunch of embossing with the hydrangea. It is a gorgeous set. You're going to want to be there. We're doing all fun folds. We send out card kits that are fun folds, and you learn a technique with each one. Then we do the Stamp Camp May 3rd. Patty's doing it, aren't you, Patty? She already signed up. The way you sign up is you buy the $95 Lovely as a Garden Suite from me using my host code, then everything is free. So Linda Lace is on. She signed up today, in fact. Thank you, Linda. And it is going to be a great time. And I just cannot wait to show you the cards that I'm going to make for it because I've had so much fun making them. So here is some more cards I've used with the Wildflower birthday. This is shiny. Look, the tassels are in there. What do you think, Steve? And tassels on the inside.
Wow, that's fancy.
Yeah. It's fun to get out this Wildflower birthday DSP and then these, whatever you want to call them, and play. It's just super fun. Okay, here's another one. I debated whether this should be a video card. You guys let me know. This is the Wildflower. This is actually the SAB embossing folder, but you can use anything. And then it opens up. Here's one of the cupcakes. And then this folds and kind of stands like that. Super fun. More of the DSP. And then a couple weeks ago, we made these cards. And I think, is Mary on? I think Mary Harris won this one. So you open the flap and you open these up if you weren't on that week. I made two of these, the pink one and the green one. So lots of super fun cards. I think you guys would really enjoy playing with those if you haven't already. Okay, one last thing I'm going to show you, and we're really actually going to make this card. I'm sorry, I have a sore throat lozenge. Can we explain to our friends? Can I blame you? It seems like I'm mean,
yeah, well,
right?
No, but I mean it's already established, I think.
Steve went to DC last week, and he came home, and within a couple days, he felt terrible over the weekend.
So here's the thing. I was in this cafeteria in one of the house office buildings, and it was packed. I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder. And I sat there, it suddenly hit me. This is like a super spreader place right now. I'm sure there's somebody that's sick, and how do you not get sick? I did leave as soon as I could, but I had to go all the way through the crowd to get back out, and by then, the die was cast.
So, anyway, my throat, I probably have the worst sore throat I've ever had in my life. So I went on upstairs and put on makeup and earrings, and I'm like, I'll pretend like I feel good. So hopefully my voice will hold up. But look, Chris is here, and Becky, and Nancy, and Maria. You guys, thanks for coming. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you before I make the card. Again, Wildflower birthday. I wanted to show you where, well, on the one I'm making tonight, how about that? Where this is coming from to have a flower and then a different color. I used the Nested Essentials and I cut it out like this. So see, well, I'll show you on the one. I'm making a pink, pretty in pink and navy. So this piece came right out of here. That makes total sense, right? So it's super fun. Okay. So we're really going to make a card now.
Here we go.
So I have some screens for this. Oh, Orly is here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're doing 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. Then we need to cut the top 2 inches off the designer series paper. And I said it's 4 1/4. So if we're taking 2 inches off, what you want to do is take the left edge and bring it over to 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 plus the 2 that I'm cutting off makes it 4 1/4. So I just slid it down to the score line at 5 1/2. if you have any questions, let me know. Hello, Gian. I'm glad you guys are doing Prize Patrol. Speaking of Prize Patrol, last week, every now and then we pick from the comments on YouTube, both your comments that you made on YouTube and people who made them during the week. And last week's winner of the card is Marjorie Johnson. So Marjorie, if you listen to this video, email me, beth@stampingmom.com, and let me know which card you want. Tonight, we are drawing live from the Prize Patrol, so go ahead and put that in. Okay, so here's our card. Even though it was 4 1/4 by 11, now we're going to switch it to being a card the other way with the front flap on the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is we cut the largest Nested Essentials. Night of Navy is what color these are. And then I just showed you how I cut the DSP.
Is that the next smaller die?
Yep, the second largest. The second largest. And I'm going to glue this together to give it a minute to adhere before we're going to score a 1/2 inch off of it. So I think there's a slide for the next size too, Steve. So the navy is the largest, and the next one is the next smallest. So you guys haven't told me what, or any of you, I know Bridget is going to On Stage in Raleigh. Is anyone else going to On Stage? And if you're not going to On Stage, what are you really hoping, stamp set or dies, that stays in the catalog? I want to hear what your favorites are. I had to do a tutorial this afternoon using something that I thought was going to go out of the catalog. And I picked the Ice Cream Swirl stamp set and dies. I like those, but I think they're leaving. And also the Thoughtful Moments words. I should show you guys that. Okay, so after these are adhered together, I'm going to take the trimmer again, and I'm just going to score it at a 1/2 inch just to make a little tab. And I'm scoring it from the Night of Navy. And you'll have to go a little ways away from the trimmer because of the angle of the die cut.
So
Sherry is going to On Stage. How exciting.
So did you have a slide saying where that score mark was?
No, I'm just telling you. After you adhere the largest and then the second to largest, let it dry and then score a 1/2 inch from the top. Okay? Yay, Bev is here. I was worried about you. Okay, so the next thing we need is what's going on the inside. It's just the basic white. So for you guys that are demonstrators, who knew basic white was so valuable? It's all gone. But there's a new number, so it is coming back. Okay, so when I was getting ready for the video, my happy birthday, this is from the Unbounded Love, had been used so many times it wouldn't stick to the block. And I thought maybe you have that issue too. Oh, my sister is on. Hello. Can you say happy birthday to Liam too? My nephew turned 13 yesterday.
Wow.
He is their first teenager in the house.
He's a teenager.
So,
well, look out now.
So what I did for this stamp that wouldn't stay is I took an alcohol wipe and I just wiped it and let it dry. And then I was like, while I'm at it, I should clean my blocks. Should I be embarrassed to show you this? This was just a couple block cleanings. We had some green and some black. So I would encourage you. And then if you want the stamp on the block straight and you have this glass, what is this called? Glass mat. If you line it up straight on the lines and then grab it, look, my clean block is grabbing my clean, you know, it's the little things in life, honey.
I was going to say, I'm glad this is doing it for you. This,
you know
didn't cost you a thing. Well, it cost you one alcohol wipe.
Yeah, not too much. Not too much. Yay, Janice Driver is here. Okay, so I'm using Night of Navy ink. And I always stamp. Still, after 20 years, I have to stamp once. Oh, look, it wasn't going to stamp all the way either.
Good thing you tested.
I like to test it on my scrap paper over here to make sure it's going to make a nice... And then if it doesn't work, I'll just turn the paper over. But I'm just putting Happy Birthday in the upper left-hand corner. Yay! I love it when it works.
So I had a question about what I was doing in Washington, D.C. And I was there on work, but I also had a little bit of time to walk around. And the thing that really struck me this time is it was Tuesday when the president was going to do his speech at the Capitol, right? They had that place locked down tight. They had fence up all around the Capitol complex. They had dogs. They had Secret Service agents. They had police. And I actually had to go from one side of the Capitol to the other. I was going to these office buildings, right? And I'm sure they probably took my picture and did all of this stuff, right? Because they were like hardcore security.
Can I interrupt you from
Sure.
your... You know that tab we made, the 1/2 inch? The reason we did it is to put it under this white piece. And I was trying to glue this white piece down.
Before you
And
put your
if you
tab
can
in.
see, it's about a 1/2 inch from the edge of the card. So it doesn't, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So it's going to go right there. Another thing that I'm going to do while I'm here is, on here, as you can see, I hid, maybe I haven't shown you yet.
Look at that, you hit a
I
cupcake.
put a cute little cupcake in there. So I looked through my dies for something different.
It's like a surprise.
And I decided this cute little pink balloon with a gold string is going to go under it this time. So we're going to put that on there.
Wow, it's like an Easter egg.
Yes. So I am hosting a baby shower for my niece who's having a baby girl in April. And my most recent task I've been assigned is to make a diaper cake. Have any of you made a diaper cake? I have never done that.
So, wait, I didn't ask. Is it made out of real diapers?
It's made out of real diapers, but they're clean, unused diapers.
I'm glad to hear that part. That was my next question. Funny how you could read my mind and just know what
I
my
could
next
tell you seemed appalled by... so it's diapers lined up, and then you put ribbon and all kinds of things. But if you guys have any tips for me, I would like some help making my diaper cake. I'm also making chicken salad, and I've made that a lot for my Bible study group. I do crock pot shredded chicken and then put almonds and celery and berberine. Is it called berberine spice? And red grapes. What else is in there? I need to practice on you, Steve.
Hey, I'm good with that. I will taste
You
test.
love the chicken salad, don't you?
Because I'm a giver like that. I will suffer through that for you.
I am glad. Okay, so make sure you put the tab in before the white part goes down. And like I said, I like to stamp first just because I like to not mess things up. Lynn said, back in the day, I made several diaper cakes, use a bottle in the center. See, I had no idea. What kind of, like a bottle of baby oil?
A baby bottle.
Oh, really? Okay, well, if you have other tips, Lynn, let me know. Okay, so now we are done with the inside. There's still room to write. Hopefully you would just write on the part that's covered up. Or you could put another piece on the back and write. Okay, I'm going to shut this flap. On my first card, this is Peach Pie cardstock, and this time I'm using Pretty in Pink. And you might be saying, where did this beautiful embossing folder come from? It is called Soft Waves, and it is in the Spring Mini Catalog, so it is a current, lovely stamp set.
I just had a brainstorm. I know you
Don't ask me to make the card differently.
No. I think for the video next week, you should make the diaper cake.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be so cool. And everybody could give you advice on what to do next and how to do it. And, you know, you would have lots of help and it would be funner.
Would you believe, I know that I might have a reputation for doing things at the last minute, but I have the project made for last week and everything ready to go.
For next week?
For next week, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, would you get your card off the counter? We've got to tell the story of the card.
I have no idea where it is.
It's right there to the right of my... Do you see it? So last week, you guys remember the card we made, right? And I put the directions right here in front of me because I can't memorize things anymore. And Steve left at like 5 in the morning or something, but he got up even earlier and he was like, I have time. And he has made me a card maybe 3 times in the 20 years I've been a card maker. But those times he just picked up scraps off my desk and just made something. Well, now, because he participates in this, he's like, the directions are right there. I watched her make it. And so he got up and picked out the DSP. This is from the new Stamp Camp. Look what he picked out. This beautiful DSP. Here's the green strip. Hey, Tony, thank you for sharing my video. I really appreciate it. He even matched up. This is boho blue ink. He stamped that and matched it up. And I was so impressed. He wrote me a sweet note. And then he told me he got to the airport and he's coming down the, what's it called? The
corridor.
The concourse. And they're saying, McCullough, passenger McCullough, the doors will be closing to your flight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have done that. I would be a wreck. I would be hyperventilating.
Hey, I got a good jog, and I got there just in time. Yeah,
that's what he told me. He's like, I got free exercise, and I spent 0 minutes waiting at the gate.
Which for me is optimal. See, I hate waiting at the gate. It just drives me nuts. So when I got there and my wait at the gate was 0 minutes, I'm like, perfect. This is great.
Yeah. So, Janice, Steve, I'm sure, is thrilled that you like his card. This is the DSP in the next Stamp Camp, too, that I've been talking about. The Lovely is a Garden. But Steve did good. I was so proud of him. But
I won't say it wasn't without its trials, okay? A couple of those things might have gone on there and been yanked back off and then put back on again.
You didn't tell me that.
No need to tell you that, but I'm with my friends now, so I have to be honest, right?
What did you struggle with, honey?
Well, this part came back off again because it wasn't straight. Unlike you, I can't just look at it and just get it to be perfectly, framed.
My cards aren't perfectly framed. The liquid glue gives you wiggle room, and you can move it around.
You'd say that.
It didn't do it?
No. Maybe I used too much. Was
there any other part that you struggled with?
No. Well,
do you guys know on a die cut, there is a front and a back? I would say you use the back side of the die cut.
Really?
Come look at this.
They're kind of sticking up, aren't they?
Well, and it doesn't matter. They both look nice.
So as I was running out of time, and I finally figured out I was running out of time, I kept trying to attach that, and then I kept finding more and more little leaves that hadn't been punched out.
Oh, of these. So you were pulling it off?
Well, I had pulling it out and then punching.
You were using the poker?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't have time for this. And then good, I'm done. I'd slap it on there and like, wait, there's more of them on there. So,
okay, you got compliments. Tony said it's a great card. Tony, you missed it when we told you. I did not get into on stage, so I will not be there. I will miss seeing you. I will miss hugging you. Maria said you did a good job, Steve. She's happy you didn't miss your flight.
Positive reinforcement. Holy cow.
Patty is impressed.
Wow.
See? So we thought we were just making a card together as friends. I didn't know we were actually teaching Steve how to make cards.
So here's the thing. I mean, she showed me all the combinations, or she showed all of us what all the combinations were when she was on the paper, right? So it wasn't hard for me to just grab that envelope of paper and say, well, it should be a this and this then.
I always tell you that one of the reasons I love Stampin' Up! Is with the Designer Series paper and the color coordination. It's like Granimals. Back in the day, everything looks better because it coordinates and matches. So, okay, back to the card. So, we are using the beautiful butterflies, and using these gold foil. I don't have words for anything tonight. This part of the body with antennas, and then the wings are Night of Navy. And I just glue dotted the gold bodies on there, and now I'm gonna mini glue dot them on here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to bring the wings up and have these butterflies flying, so they're more 3D.
She loves doing that. That's her favorite trick.
I don't like the butterflies. What butterfly have you ever seen with its wings smashed flat back? I mean, a dead one?
Yeah, I was going to say, a dead one.
Yeah, so
somebody that's pinned it into a book, maybe.
Yeah, we don't want dead butterflies. We want beautiful, beautiful butterflies. So this one is going to go up here. And you guys, if you were here for a hard card, sorry, this is an easy one. Yeah, do you guys like it? Card number 1 is Peach Pie. Card number 2 is Pretty in Pink. And let's do the drawing for Prize Patrol, Steve.
Okay.
Everyone going to On Stage, have fun. I didn't see anyone telling me. Did you see comments about what you hope doesn't retire?
Here we go. Round the horn, everybody.
I might have to do an extra card for that.
The winner is Kay.
Kay, yay, congratulations, Kay. I don't know if I have your address. So could you please email me, Beth@stampingmom.com.
And we need to know which one she wants, too.
Yes. Do you want the Peach Pie, number 1, or the Pretty in Pink, number 2? So all of you that are going to On Stage, have a blessed time. Otherwise, please come back next Tuesday. Bring your crafting friends, and we will make another card together. Have a blessed week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.